Until sunset, intense exercise caused injuries. Despite the pain, it gave her an unprecedented sense of achievement, like winning the lottery. At night, by the roadside, Laura went to the convenience store like a detective for an ice pack, then remembered something and pulled out paper and pen. She asked Ryan to sign it, and facing her confusion, Laura explained she was helping a 7-year-old fulfill his dream. Turns out, long before Ryan uploaded the video, Laura already knew about him because her son was his biggest fan. Just as she was about to confess that she had a 7-year-old kid, convenience store owner interrupted her. He was also a Ryan fan and wanted a selfie with her. With all the media drama surrounding her, Ryan obviously couldn't let him down. After the guy left, she dropped the topic about Denny. With that said, Laura felt too guilty to refuse. When her co-workers found out, they were shocked yet happy for her. Later, they hit the mall together and gave Laura a fabulous makeover. When she reappeared in Ryan's view, she looked unbelievable. The two strolled hand in hand through the crowd, and soon they took a boat to a nearby island. When Ryan saw what was in front of him, he was baffled. She had booked a table at a 5-star hotel restaurant, and when she realized it was a mix-up, Ryan quickly apologized to Laura, saying it was all his fault. Seeing her happy, he felt much better too. Seeing her enjoyment, Ryan didn't persist. They sat opposite, music in the air, filling the silent night with laughter. Invited by Ryan, they danced on the beach, feeling each other's warmth. The air was thick with a subtle atmosphere, like sweet cotton. Until the music faded, waking them from their wonderful dream, they lay gazing at the night sky, savoring the tranquility. Before they knew it, it was the next morning. Because the yacht was at a shore on a different island, Ryan had to shell out big bucks to hire local fishermen. Laura finally made it just as the yacht was about to leave. Before she could celebrate her close call, her boss appeared right behind her. She was summoned to the office, where it was revealed that besides her ID, there were also other crucial documents found. In the passenger register, only Ryan was noted as missing for the night. Despite her desperate pleas, she couldn't keep this hard-won job in front of her stern boss. Upon hearing the news of Laura's dismissal, Ryan followed her off the boat, wanting to stand up for her but was blocked. The living quarters arranged by the company were really quite depressingly basic. In contrast, Ryan obviously had a much more suitable place to stay. Turns out, the reason why the boss had been so convinced that there was something going on between Laura and Ryan was all because this woman had been secretly spilling the beans. The truth was quite the game changer. At a resort surrounded by islands, Ryan introduced Laura to the owner, who used to be his opponent. But in reality, they had become close friends who shared everything. For Ryan, it was definitely better than being on the boat, yet his gesture deeply touched Laura. Over the next 2 days, she experienced a dream life she had never known. No household chores, no work worries. Even better, she had someone who truly loved her by her side. During this time, Laura felt Ryan's sincere affection, genuinely touching her heart. By the pool one night, they sealed their love with a kiss. But just as she fantasized about her future, reality dashed her hopes. Her father had brought her mother, awaiting Laura's return. As the video call ended, Ryan quietly crept up with the necklace. Laura's surprise vanished instantly. She looked gloomy and returned the necklace to Ryan. Confused, Laura pressed for answers. Realizing hiding was futile, she confessed her reason for working alone, harassed by her alcoholic ex, struggling with living expenses. Ryan leaned in, expressing his love. He gave Laura 2 months instead of pressuring her to accept. They agreed not to exchange numbers, return to their lives, and meet at Palace Square in St. Petersburg if still liking each other in 2 months. Ryan handed her the photos they had taken on their journey. After an emotional hug, they parted ways. After over a month, she was overjoyed to see her son again. She gave her son Ryan's autograph as a gift. Now, facing this man, Laura's mindset had completely changed. From her mother, she learned the reason for her visit was to take Laura back. Otherwise, she would take Danny away, making it impossible for the mother and son to ever see each other again. Faced with such an open threat, the interfered with Laura before meeting Ryan, she would have probably chosen to compromise, but things had changed. She didn't rush to confront her ex-husband. Laura first found a cleaning job near her mother's house and then picked a suitable time to meet her ex-husband. The man thought she had a change of heart and smiled, but was taken aback when he saw the folder in Laura's hand. It was a lawyer's subpoena. She had evidence of his years of abuse due to alcoholism, warning him to drop ideas about Danny or face jail. Laura's silence had clearly given the answer. It was at the very moment the man stepped out of the restaurant. Laura realized she could finally embrace the new life. On her way back, she passed a newsstand and saw a headline that screamed, "Former soccer star Ryan makes a comeback." Turns out, Ryan hadn't been idle. With their help, he recovered quickly, attracting bids from teams. Ultimately, Ryan joined a promising team on his agent's recommendation. Time flew by, and 2 months had passed. Ryan arrived in St. Petersburg early by plane and went to Palace Square first thing the next morning. Watching the tourist throngs, he felt excited yet nervous. Laura, finally made up, was about to leave when Danny, playing downstairs with some girls, had an accident. Just then, a group of older kids targeted his soccer ball. In a dispute, he was shoved, hitting his head on the floor. Thanks to timely medical help, Danny was out of danger. But when or if he'd wake up was uncertain. Seeing her unconscious son in bed, Laura forgot about meeting Ryan. The thought of Ryan slipped her mind. At Palace Square, she grew anxious at his absence. When Laura remembered and rushed to the square, it poured, Ryan holding an umbrella with one hand,